laws of war has never been territorial. Sir Hartley Shawcross, the British prosecutor at the international trial, pointed out that the right of humanitarian intervention on behalf of the rights of man trampled upon by a state in a manner shocking the sense of mankind has long been considered to form part of the law of nations. German law professors, too, declared this in their writings. The jurisdictional power of every state extends to the punishment of offenses against the law of nations, quote, by whomsoever and wheresoever committed, end quote. It is therefore wholly fitting for this court to hear these charges of international crimes and to adjudge them in the name of civilization. The nature of the charges. The charges we have brought accuse the defendants of having committed crimes against humanity. The same acts we have declared under count 1 as crimes against humanity are alleged under count 2 as war crimes. The same acts are, therefore, charged as separate and distinct offenses. In this, there is no novelty. An assault, punishable in itself, may be part of the graver offense of robbery, and it is proper pleading to charge both of the crimes. So here, the killing of defenseless civilians during a war may be a war crime, but the same killings are part of another crime, a graver one, if you will, genocide, or a crime against humanity. This is the distinction we make in our pleading. It is real and most significant. To avoid at the outset any possible misconception, let us point out the differences between the two offenses. War crimes are acts and omissions in violation of the laws and customs of war. By their very nature, they can affect only nationals of a belligerent and cannot be committed in time of peace. The crime against humanity is not so delimited. It is fundamentally different from the mere war crime in that it embraces systematic violations of fundamental human rights committed at any time against the nationals of any nation. They may occur during peace or in war. The animus or criminal intent is directed against the rights of all men, not merely the right of persons within a war zone. At a recent conference for the unification of penal law, the definition of crimes against humanity was a leading topic. Book, page 145, and offered as prosecution exhibit 29. I see there's another objection coming. I'll continue the quote there.
Dr. Bergold für Bieberstein. Hohes Gericht, ich möchte hier eine prinzipielle Ausführung machen. Ich habe aus den Dokumentenbüchern der Hohen Staatsanwaltschaft entnommen, dass gegen Bieberstein in der Hauptsache nur ein Beweis vorliegt, nämlich sein eigenes Affidavit, das der Vertreter der Staatsanwaltschaft eben vorlegen will. Ich habe über diesen Fall gesprochen und ich bitte mir vorzubehalten, Einspruchsrechte, die ich in dem gegenwärtigen Moment noch nicht genau spezifiziere.
The right to object. I cannot specify it exactly. I wish to ask this decision will not always followed according.
Document NO 3824, found on page 129 of the document book, page 159 of the German, and now offered as prosecution exhibit 31. Continue.
Dr. Heim für den Angeklagten Blobel. Herr Präsident, ich beantrage diese eidesstattliche Versicherung des Angeklagten Blobel.
Object to the affidavit by defendant Klobe. document number 3824 only to be permitted under the condition that Mr. Waffenberg, who took this affidavit, may be interrogated, may be cross-examined. In this examination...
That's an inevitable right of every defendant.
Where they had to kneel down, their faces turned toward the grave. At that time, clothes and valuables were not yet collected. Later on, this was changed. The execution squads were composed of men